Welcome guys, welcome. So today what we are discussing, right? We will continue our journey towards the variables, right? What are the different types of variables, right? Last time we have created couple of type of variables, right? So we'll go further. Here I'll give you more examples, right? So tell me guys, is this a valid name? This is not a valid name. Why? Because it should be alphanumeric. Is this a valid variable? Underscore promote. The answer is yes. This is valid, right? What is the data type? What is the value that we are storing? String. And what is the short form for that? str. Python always loves shortcuts. That's why str is a shortcut, right? This is underscore abc, which is a, again, the value, right, that we have. Now, this is float, this is str, this is boolean. Now, next functional learning is we are called this as a type function, everyone. What is this type function, sir? Type function basically give you details about the data type of the variable. Whatever the variable that you have, it will give you the data type. Sir, what do you mean by this? Now, how can we use it? If you use print, there's an option of type. If I check the type of Pramod, right, but I have passed this value. Now, what is the type of Pramod, guys? Tell me. str. So if you run this code directly, you will see the class str is coming. Yes or no? Which means it is actually a string class. Perfect example for that, right? Which basically underscore Pramod is equal to that we have done, like for example, just to check, right? You can check the type of pi also. Can anyone tell me what is the type of pi? It's a float. What is the type of mail? Boolean. Again, the short form we are going to use, which is bool. If you remember last time, there is another type of data type that we have in Python. There's something also called as complex numbers. What is this complex number, sir? Complex number is, for example, we had something called as iota, right? Yes, which is actually a root of -1, right? Which is short form is I. But Python, we don't use I, we use J for shortcut. These are called as complex numbers, right? For example, 2 plus 3j. What is 2? 2 is a real number. 3 is a imaginary number, which j. J is actually root of -1. Everyone, this is also a data type in case of Python. This is useful in advanced statics, advanced mathematics, because Python is a very friendly language. That's why complex number also exists. Suppose this is a complex number that we have created, which is 2 plus 3j, everyone, right? We have j, we don't have I. So we can print the number. If you print the number, it will look like this. I can also print the value of real. So if I use real or imaginary, it will give me the value of real and imaginary also. Is it used in automation? नहीं, कभी use नहीं होगा, ठीक है? कभी use नहीं होगा, but you should know that this exists. Clear? Now, Achha, I have told you something about dynamically typed. This is a very important interview question also. Ki, sir, what do you mean by dynamically typed? Python is a dynamically typed language. Okay. Dynamically basically means at the runtime, data type of the variable can be changed. And if you don't need it, right? So Python is very smart. Python says that if you say age is equal to 98, what is the data type for this, everyone? If I type a command integer, right? I can change the data type immediately. Latest it will become str. I can change further also. If I change it further, now what will happen? It will be boolean, right? So dynamically type basically means that sometimes this is a integer container, then it becomes a string container, then it becomes a boolean container. Type of container changes at a runtime, at line by line, at a runtime one line. Chalo. We'll do more exercise. So let's use identifier now. Can we have a very long name variable? Is it possible? No problem in this case. Another one, which is maths. We can store a variable a and b. What is the data type for them? Answer will be 20. Now tell me what is the answer now? C is equal to c minus 10. What is the answer? अब हो गया 10. Okay. Now I'm gonna give you a one problem statement for interview IQ, principle of BODMAS. In the 7th class, I think we have learned about it. BODMAS is an acronym of bracket, order, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So what is the answer for that? The first of all, these two will be done, then plus will be done, and then minus 1 will be done, right? Which is almost equal to 1, 1, 1. Apply the principle of BODMAS. Okay. Now multiple variables. What do you mean by multiple variables? Multiple variable basically means you can assign a multiple variables in Python by using comma separated. There is no problem in this case. This will be assigned to this will be assigned to this, and this will be assigned to this. Acha, how do I print it? We can print it like this. Can we print like multiple ones? Sir, they can be a different data type also. There's no problem in this case, right? These are printed properly. Acha, can I change the separator, everyone, to pipe character? What will happen in this case? They will be differentiated by using pipe character. Separator can be changed, right? Yes or no? multiple prints also we can do, right? So don't get confused, everyone. Now, mathematics, right? Math is a pre-built functions which are available. Suppose I have to find the maximum number between 3, 4. How do I find the maximum between 3 and 4? Everyone, there is already a function. Acha, guess what is the function name will be? Python is very simple language. The function name is math, man, directly math. So if you hover over it, if you open this, right, it is available in built in, and it takes how many arguments? It takes unlimited number of arguments, right? It can take multiple arguments also. Sir, it means we can have like multiple one like this also. There is no problem in that case. So you can have a multiple output also, right? Because max in built-in, if you see, supports multiple argument in this, right? Sir, do we have minimum also? Bilkul hai, right? Sir, can we use multiple arguments also? Bilkul, we can use multiple argument also. Acha, now one thing I want to ask, this is a interesting interview question. Everyone, can we do print hello plus 15? What is the output in this case? Can we do that? Error आएगा या फिर run हो जाएगा? What do you think, guys? It is a perfectly not a valid syntax. This is a very interesting thing that you should know. If you are coming from a Java background, then this is a valid syntax. Yes or no? Concatenation is a valid thing in case of Java. But this is what you should know. In Python, there is no concept of concatenation. First of all, if you want to do this, either, sir, I want to print hello world. How should I do it? Right? You need to convert this into also in string. This is the important thing. Let's create another directory with the name of 03. Now we'll discuss about a third type of topic which is called as literals and variables. Literal we'll discuss. Okay? Now we are discussing what is a literal, how many types of literals exist in case of Python. What is a literal? Literal is basically a variable value. Variable name is different, please remember, and variable value is different. Value is actually called as the literal, right? What is equal to in this case? Equal to is actually a operator. So whenever you type age is equal to 65, that this is called as the literal. This is called as the identifier, and this equal to is called as the operator. How many of you will remember this? The principle of IOL. This is how exactly the variables are created. Identifier, operator, and then literal. IOL. Okay. Now let's take example. Let's try to understand different type of literals which are present. Okay. Let's create a lab number 16. What is the type of literal? This integer. What is the output for that? Output will be 60. Guys, what is the output? 66 or 65? We are doing age plus 1, but are we storing? But the answer will be 65. Dekho, everyone, please remember, age is equal to age plus 1, but we are not storing it. Now it will become 65. Yes or no? Ab hoga 65, right? But if you don't store it, then the value will always will be 65. Everyone is clear? Okay. Let me introduce you something called as multi-comment. So multi-comments can be used by using these 3 commas. So this is multi-comment. This code will not be used. This is used for documentation. This is a single comment. I hope everyone knows. I'll give you one more example of multi-comment, right? And here print the age of Pramod, right? Pramod is 65. So this is just a program which gives you details about this. Okay, simple. Okay, data type, right? What is the data type for this? GST float hoga 100%. Yes, absolutely right. Okay, sir, what is this built-in functions then? How many of them are built-in functions? There are a lot of built-in functions. We have a power function also. Power of 2 to the power 3. Power of 2 to the power 3 is 8. Absolute of -10 basically means positive value of 10. This is few of them, but whichever is important we can use them. For example, ABS is actually absolute. How many of you remember that? In mathematics we used to use that. Absolute basically means it will return the positive value of any number. True if the all elements are true. Any, this is again a function. Bin function which will give you the binary value. Breakpoint which basically gives you a breakpoint. Callable function. What is a callable function? Character function. इतने सारे function है which can be used, but we will be using some of them after some time, everyone. ठीक है? These are all built-in functions, right? Sir, how do we take a user input so that we can ask something from a user? There is a command which is called as input, everyone. So input basically takes string that you want to ask from user, and it returns the string also. So this is a function that we generally use. Okay, input, enter your name. So input, if you hover over it, input takes unlimited number of arguments. It reads a string from a standard input, right? And I can print the name and your type is string, right? So if I run it, if I ask Pramod, it will say your name is Pramod and the data type is string in this case. Now we are going to do a problem statement. Let's create a program. Write a program program to take a user input, then print the sum of the number, multiplication of the number, and division of the number also. Okay. Now we are going to use a simple formula which is called as logic building formula. First of all, step number 1 is all about finding what is the input and what is the output. Input will be a number 1 and number 2. And what is the output? Output will be sum, multiplication, and division, right? What is the data type for them? Data type for input is integer. And so what is the sum? Always ask from the interviewer, yes or no. Yes sir, what is the output for them? I am giving you the answer ki the answer should be in float. Then I am telling you integer will not come. We will use float. So that's why it is important that you should always ask from the user. Okay. Now, sir, number 1 is equal to input function, enter a number, enter the another number right now. But this will return if I print number 1, number 2. What will happen? They will print the sum. For example, if I say enter 10 number, enter 12. ये क्या print कर दिया? Sir, this is not a string. Why? What is the problem? Input always returns the string. So we need to convert them into a float. So how do we convert them? We can pass them into float. Okay. Float add कर दिया हमने. Float will basically convert them into their respective float numbers. So for example, enter 10, 12. So now it has converted into float. ये हो गया sum, ये हो गया multiplication, and ये हो गया division. Done. So sum, multiplication and division, right? Simple सा logic लगा दिया, right? Yes. ठीक है. So step number 2 is rough logic. Why we have used float? Because whenever you divide, then the answer will be in the decimal system, and we want to make sure that we don't lose the decimal number. That is a requirement also, right? Result might not always be a note in the integer. Okay. Now we will basically take a new. We'll discuss about strings. Okay. We can always take a string value, yes or no. So enter a value. Let's suppose Pramod. So this is a string. We know this is a string. What is a string? String is a bunch of characters. Acha, if I say single C, guys, this is a string or a character. This is always a string. There is no concept of character in Python. ये भी string है, ये भी string ही है, everyone. Single quotes, double quotes, everything is string. Now there is something called as length function, everyone. What is this length function? len, length of name. Length function is basically, if you hover over it, it will give you return the number of items. Okay. Length will always start from 1, everyone. It will never start from 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total number is, what is the total number, everyone? Tell me. 6. Okay. There is something also called as another type of functions in this string, which is upper, which will make your input as a uppercase, everyone. There is something also called as lowercase. Upper will convert into uppercase, lower will convert them into lowercase. Hover over it and again, it will return the copy of a string converted into lowercase. Now string has lot of functions, everyone. इतने सारे function है. There are so many inbuilt functions of string which are available, which are useful. Okay, right. But we are going to see few of them. Everyone, this is an integer or a string, everyone. What is the data type for this? This is string or integer? Integer है ना ये? This is 90? No. Double quotes में है तो ये हो गया string, ये हो गया integer. So how do I convert from string to integer? There are inbuilt functions called as str, integer, float, and bool. You can convert them into respective functions by using their respective functions. So if I convert this into age, then it will be converted into their respective, right? This is conversions that we are learning. Got it? Now, everyone, this is a big line. What is the data type for this? Everyone, can I do this? Name is equal to name plus 1. Error आ जाएगा. Concatenation is not allowed with the integer. You have to convert this integer into string. Then only it will basically work. Can we use plus character in strings? String के अंदर plus character is absolutely allowed. Concatenation within the string is absolutely allowed. There is no problem in this case. Only problem in the concatenation is when you are using incompatible data type. Second thing is called as the escape sequence. What is the escape sequence? We have /n, /t, /b. If you use /n, then you will get a new line, right? /t is for tab. B basically means backslash, which means it will delete this character. /b will delete the one character. This is only the things that you should know for automation perspective. Okay? Achha, how many of you remember? Yes, sir, I have told there is a difference in the string, double quotes and single quote. There is no difference actually. everyone, if you see this example, the output will be same, cc, right? कोई difference नहीं है double quotes और single quotes में, ठीक है? But what happens is, this is the difference, everyone. Suppose I have a directory. In this directory link, I have used a single quotes, and there is also called as /n. Can you see that? Escape sequence is there. So if you try to print it, you will see that there is a new line which is getting added. So sir, it means if I use double quotes, then also it will use new line. ये अभी भी new line add कर दिया, right? So how do we use it? I don't want this to be converted into escape sequence. What should I use it? I will use something called as R in front of it. It will be printed as it is. This is called as the R is raw. It will print as it is, right? It will ignore the escape sequence. ठीक है, इसको एस्केप सीक्वेंस कहते हैं. /n/t/b इनको इग्नोर करेगा. yes or no? So every time whenever you are going to use any kind of directory path, r in front of it. So suppose this is the file name. If I copy the full file name, everyone, so this is the file path. ठीक है, जब भी इसको यूज करोगे, what you are going to use in front of this, r यूज करोगे. Why? Because I don't want कि anything in between becomes a escape sequence. ठीक है, that's why we are going to use raw. ये याद रखना. In automation also, whenever we are using a directory path, we will use raw in front of this. ठीक है, very small thing that you need to remember. This is called a concept of raw. ठीक है, cool. चलो, enjoy everyone. Enjoy. Bye bye.